Four of Wands in reverse. That's not a good starting point for somebody who wants to come into the royal family, is it? That's more like a block. It's not a party, is it? It's not a join. It's not something you're going to join. It's not a family gathering. This is kind of like, nah. No. Four of Wands. No, I think the way is a little bit blocked for her. The Seven of Cups, gaslighting. The Six, okay, and the Magician underneath. I wonder what star sign Jack is. I wonder what star sign Jack is, because we've got a Gemini over here. I'm suspicious here because we have the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands is upright. It is a happy union, like a marriage or a big party, a family gathering, but it's in reverse, so there's disruption there. And we've got the Seven of Cups crossing over as well. There's too much choice, too much noise, too much stuff going on. There's little bits about everyone coming out. Little bits. Jack is a Taurus, okay. So he's not that. Thank you, Fact Wrangler. Four of Cups. She's unreceptive to the idea. And the Lovers. I don't think she's coming back in. There's a risk, okay. Six of Swords. I think she's going, guys. Temperance. Knight of Wands in reverse. And the Nine of Cups. Celebration. The Magician underneath and the Lovers above. I don't think she will, because she's going off and doing a risk. There is journeys at the moment. The Six of Swords, sorry, and that is in reverse. So she doesn't want to necessarily make a journey. And you've got Temperance surrounding her. What she doesn't want to do is appear snotty, bratty, Knight of Wands. She's concerned about herself because she is a fire sign. So she's going to come through as Wands. And you have the Nine of Cups, celebrations, and the Lovers above. So she wants to look like she's part of it. The Magician underneath shows to me that she really wants her name linked there. She's part of something. But you've got the Seven of Cups crossing over. I think she doesn't know what she wants in her own mind. Does she want to be the rebel who was a royal, who was like this, and she married a Sambuca salesman or whatever he is, and da-da-da-da, and she was loyal to mummy and daddy and all that kind of stuff. So she kind of wants, like, she's a bit like Harry that way. Like she wants all the privileges without any of the, what you call it, all the privileges without any of the work. So she likes the titles, she likes the perks, but she doesn't want to she doesn't want to go and do the work. That's the thing. She doesn't like it so much. She's not comfortable with it so much. I have a theory about Beatrice as well. Only people will think, oh, I'm off my rocker with this. And I don't know if any other tarot reader or anyone else has said this, because this is all my own. I know in my head. I know I've got a theory about Beatrice's reincarnation, and I know you guys will know exactly what I'm going to say. Who do you think Princess Beatrice was in a past life? Who do you think Princess Beatrice was the reincarnation of? I'm going to do a reading on it. I'm going to get spooky for Halloween. Reincarnated, yeah. Stephanie, yeah. She was, to me, what I've been shown, she was Queen Victoria in past life. she was Queen Victoria in a past life. I will do a reading on that soon. I was looking as well, doing like just some William's past lives that are very interesting as well. I was quite surprised. Wow, something's just, all my cards have just knocked over when I said that. All right, Richard III, you can calm down, dear. Wow, that's never happened before. Has that ever happened before? That dramatically? Let's have a look at Beatrice. I think she is, you know, Beatrice. Dickie's disturbed. Let's have a look. Beatrice. We have the star straight away. The star, to me, when we're looking at the royal family, the star is the new Caroline era. It is a bit weird. It is a bit different. It is a bit strange, but it's shining bright anyway. I think Beatrice is up for it, because straight away you've got you've got a major arcana. You've got one of the most hopeful, optimistic, miraculous major arcanas you can have, the star. Crossing over, though, is the 9 of Wands, which is about boundaries, which is interesting. We have got the 2 of Cups above her, 2 of Discs above her, sorry, which is work-life balance. And underneath her, we have the High Priestess. Beatrice has got Eugenie has the Magician, and Beatrice has the High Priestess. Now, I think there's a little bit of magic in Beatrice. I really do. I really do. I think she's got something about her. She's got something different. She's like, she was made differently, if you know what I mean. There's something within her that is going to be part of history. I don't mean something bad's going to happen. I just mean she's going to be like, I feel like she's going to be in the royal family. Okay. Four of Cups, being receptive. What's on her mind is the Queen of Pentacles. What's surrounding her is the 3 of Discs. What's she's concerned about, and what's the 5 of Wands. Okay. She's not that receptive to some of the news, though. I feel like she is kind of getting briefed to come on in, but there is problems here because we have got the Queen of Discs in reverse and the 3 of Discs in reverse as well. Now, the 3 of Discs is about working together, and the Queen of Pentacles is in reverse as well. So she might be having some, and I hate to say it, I don't mean to read into things that aren't necessarily there, but she might be having some issues with Catherine being married into the family, and she has got some kind of like, it's almost, it sounds stupid, and I get it more from Eugenie than Beatrice, but I still think it hangs around a little bit in Beatrice. And when I mention Beatrice, sometimes, you guys, some people will just go, no, they don't like the York girls at all. And I think it's because they can see that in them. They've got that in them, but I was a princess first kind of attitude. And I think Eugenie still carries a lot of kind of hostility about that, and she's very fixated on that. And I feel like Beatrice just kind of goes with the flow with it and gets dragged along into some stuff. And that's why I think the boundaries are there, the 9 of Wands crossing over. apparently her mother was told by a medium that Beatrice would be queen. I mean, that's really wishful thinking for the mother. I mean, I don't think William is, and I don't get Catherine is. I don't get Camilla is either, or even King Charles. But all of the other royals, all of the non-working royals that have titles, like Eugenie, Beatrice, well, not so much Beatrice, but she has got an element of that. And then you've got like Andrew, and they're either obsessed by their titles and they're standing in the family, or they're like Zara and Mike and they don't give a damn and they don't have any titles. They're just, yeah, or Princess Anne. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I think there's some snobbery there. I think she has. I think she would be a good fit. I think it's going to be difficult for her because she needs the support of her close family, and Daddy is obviously Daddy's not very helpful, and Mummy's, well, you know, I mean, well, I mean, Mummy's, you know, we're not going to talk about that. She is worried about things getting taken from her that she already thinks she owns and stuff. So I feel like she does want to do it. She is interested in it. I do feel like she will become a working royal, but I feel like there is a lot of drama within her family that she needs to work through and go through. The possibly is inherited from Andrew. So you're completely correct. I feel like Eugenie's got it more, but I feel like Beatrice has it, but not as much as the others do. Not as much. I feel like it's ebbing away. I feel like Edo is a really, really good influence on her, but with these cards, I think she's still got some more work to do. There's still some things to overcome that we are not fully. It'll come out though. I feel with Beatrice and Edo are a good match. And once maybe the baby is in school and stuff, and hopefully she's going to have another one, I'm hoping. I do like people having babies for some reason. Anyway, Beatrice and Edo, they've got the daughter, and once the daughter's settled in school, I think we might be seeing more of Beatrice and even Edo. So yeah, they were both born princesses. They're not going to lose anything, but I think what Beatrice's and Eugenie might have some issues with is just their status, their stuff. Like, can they go into a royal residence and say this, that, and the other? I want this, that, and the other. It's not necessarily about how they it's not necessarily about the prince and princess titles. It's also being about, can I march into Windsor Castle and demand a tuna sandwich and a pot of tea? Or something like that. You know what I mean? They can't. I don't know if they can do that anymore. Like the other royals, they won't get their diaries planned and stuff like that, or any extra help. And I think that's, they see, well, they do it. Why can't we do it? And you know, there's a lot of to-ing and fro-ing. But I think Beatrice will be. I just maybe not quite yet. Not quite yet. I don't think Eugenie's a good fit. I think Buckingham Palace would start leaking again daft stories to get her position. I really think that would be dangerous for the monarchy, because I just don't trust her. Lady Louise would be amazing, but she's only 19. You know, she's still at uni. So I think they've got to figure out what they want, and that would be a whole conversation with William. And I think when they're talking about future of the monarchy, they've got to include William now, because King Charles's advanced age. Not advanced, but he's pushing 80 really. So they've got to include William in plans for who's in, who's out, and all that stuff. And it might get to a point where George has to be included in those plans if they don't ever make their mind up about a few things. But yeah, I feel Beatrice will at some point, but maybe once the band's in school. Eduardo's descends from Italian ancestry, which means that Princess Beatrice became an Italian Contessa and Nobella Donna. That's really cool, actually, CB. That's really cool. I feel like there's something magic. I do feel like there's something good in Beatrice. I feel like I feel Edo's such a good influence for her. I feel like she's grown. She looks so happy. And that's because she seems to be away from like that little hive of negativity that I get. And I'm sure Fergie's lovely in a hoot when she's out and having a glass of wine. And I'm sure Eugenie went to university up in Newcastle, and she can drink like a fish. So the rumours go, allegedly, whatever. Yeah, she can drink like an absolute fish. She's an absolute animal. So the rumours go, of course. Not that I've ever bumped into her in town, but yeah, she came to Newcastle University in the 2000s, I think. Beer pong. She's got a lot better with Beatrice with her clothing as well. I saw that she had a stylist as well. I read that the other day. There was an article about that, and she's done a lot from wearing the kind of weird ovaries vagina looking hat she wore for Catherine's wedding. And I just I remember we had a bank holiday that weekend, and I was sitting in my mum's living room and we watched the royal wedding. I was at my mum's and with my mum and my dad watching the royal wedding for when Catherine and William got married, and when Madam the succubus and Harry got married. I said, because I didn't like Harry. Babe, didn't I say I didn't like Harry? And I said I wasn't going to watch the wedding. Yeah, and then I watched the wedding. You think Edo is influenced the fashion choices, CB? She looks lovely now. Her wedding dress was beautiful. She looked beautiful at, I forget, was it the Saudi prince's wedding? Crown Prince's wedding, where they were with Edo and Beatrice and William and Catherine were there. She looked absolutely beautiful. You think I should look at William? Okay. Do you want me to look at William and see what William thinks of this? Okay, one more thing, and then I will have to go. I've been talking for 2 hours. I'm like, I'll just be an hour on the live stream. 5 hours later. Right, let's have a look at William. Does William want these two in with the royals? Let's use these ones because they're here. You see, Johnny is still burning away there. Right, one more. Let's have a look, William. See what he wants to do with these. Does William want Beatrice and Eugenie into the royal family? Does William want Beatrice and Eugenie into the royal family? 8 of discs in reverse. Okay, there's some work to be done here. He's not sure. He thinks they need to work more. Something needs to be put down. More work needs to be done on it. He's not 100% sold with this idea. 7 of Cups. That's interesting. That's what was crossing over Beatrice. Remember, choices. So I feel like his problem comes from maybe conversations with Eugenie, sorry, not Beatrice, comes from conversations around what Eugenie wants, because the Seven of Cups was crossing over Eugenie's point. There's too much choices, there's too much information, too many variables going on. We do have the Ten of Pentacles, which is rich and happy family, notable, well protected, well known family. Obviously it's the royal family. Sometimes the cards are really obvious. The Magician in reverse, he thinks they're up to something. He doesn't trust them. He can't make sense of everything that is being shown to him. There is discussions about it, but he is not sure. Now, William is his mother's son. Sorry, Harry, but he really is. He's intuitive. He knows. He's got a little antenna sticking out of his head. He's got a little psychic eye. He knows what's going on. The Star is there. Okay. Interesting, because that was the carrot. I don't think he's so bothered with Beatrice. I think it's Eugenie, because we have the swords in reverse. I should have kept those two girls' thing out. And the swords was in reverse for Eugenie, I believe, at some point. The Six of Swords, sorry. The Star is there as well. So the Caroline era, that really hopeful point, which was at the start of Beatrice. I think it's Eugenie that's keeping everything backed. Knight of Wands in reverse. He's going to get stabbed in the back by one of them. Probably Eugenie. He's not keen on something. He's not sure. He's not sold. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. He sees somebody as a bit of a fair weather friend, a bit aggro, a bit punchy, maybe a little bit unhinged. And you have the Eight of Swords there. He can walk away. He knows how to get out of this situation. He knows how to get away from it. But the Page of Swords, what he's concerned about is what I just said. He's concerned about gossip. And the outcome was Eugenie, because I really feel the cards coming through is more Eugenie than Beatrice, because we've got repeating cards from Beatrice, well, from Eugenie. We have got one from Beatrice as well, but more from Eugenie, which is the Knight of Wands in reverse, and the Six of Swords and the Seven of Cups, and the Magician. And the Magician was underneath for Eugenie, upright, and the Magician is in reverse underneath William. So she's trying to bring everything together to make a point, and William is just seeing it as a mess. Very interesting. I don't think he trusts Eugenie. And I think he's got reason to. There's something on the cards here with William and Eugenie that they're going to get stabbed, and he's going to get stabbed in the back. Hello, Karen. You're late. I'm about nearly finished, girl. So yeah, I wonder if something's going to come out around. It might be after Ahmed Scabi's book, because it's further down the line. Something's going to happen with Eugenie, and specifically, it might be something about Catherine. It might be something about the kids. I doubt it'll be the kids. It can't be the kids. I don't think Eugenie's that stupid, but I think it might be. Wait, I don't know. It's something. William's going to feel stabbed in the back by Eugenie. And I think that's what will frustrate Beatrice's long kind of. I think Beatrice isn't going to come through until the baby's in school, the toddler's in school, but I do think there is a good chance she will. I would say it's definitely on the cards. Beatrice will at some point. I don't think Eugenie will. I think Eugenie is going to put her foot in it bigly.